Okay, students, welcome back to our class. So today is Tuesday, 2077, Baisakh 9th. Baisakh 9th, right? Okay, students, before starting our lessons, first what do? We will do our Vandana. Vandana is Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Para Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shuklam Brahma Vichar Sar Parama, Adyam Jagat Vyapinim, Veena Pustakadharini Mavayadam, Jajhandakarapaham, Aste Spatika Malika Vidadati, Padmasane Sanstitam, Bande Tam Parameswarim Bhagavatim, Buddhi Pradam Saradam, Na Chaurya Haryam, Na Charaja Haryam, Na Bhatri Bhajyam, Na Chaparakari, Vyaye Krite Vardhata Eva Nityam, Vidyadhanam Sarvadhanam Pradhanam, Vidyadhanam Sarvadhanam Pradhanam. Okay, students, what have we discussed earlier? SE practice, Group A, Group B, Group C, Group D. So in Group A, question number 1, A to O. Group B, 2 to 14. Group C, 15 to 20. And Group D, 21 to 24. Accordingly, question will be asked. We discussed one set. Now what we are going to do? We are going to discuss about question collection. So whatever questions are asked in group 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 and 24. So it's very difficult to discuss all question collection at once. So in today's class, I'm going to discuss group A, question number 1A, B, C, D, E. What are questions will be asked in 1A, B, C, D, E? So in 1A, B, C, D, E, questions from the topics force, pressure, energy, heat, light and electricity and magnetism. Means from physics, question will be asked. So questions that are asked in question number 1A, B, C, D and E will be discussed today. So for today, if we are able to complete this all, then we will go to F to Z. Okay, so first let's discuss. First question is here. Define acceleration due to gravity. What is the first question? Acceleration due to gravity. What do you mean by acceleration due to gravity? It is denoted by small g. So can you define it? Okay. So the acceleration produced on a freely falling body, the acceleration produced on a freely falling body due to force of gravity is called, what do you call it? Acceleration due to gravity. Okay, students, do you know the value of acceleration due to gravity? G on earth is 9.8 meter per second square. G on moon is 1.67 meter per second square. G on Jupiter is 25.14 meter per second square. So the value of this small g or acceleration due to gravity differs from one heavenly body to another heavenly body. Okay. So such type of question can be asked in group 1A. Sometimes question can be asked. The acceleration due to gravity on the earth is 9.8 meter per second square. What does it mean? Acceleration due to gravity on the earth is 9.8 meter per second square means when a body is dropped from a certain height, then its velocity changes at the rate of 9.8 meter per second in every second. Okay? Velocity of the falling body changes at the rate of 9.8 meter per second in every second. Okay, next question is write the value of capital G. Very simple question. What is the question? Write the value of capital G. What is the value of capital G? That is 6.67 times 10 to the power minus 11 Newton meter square per kg square. The value of capital G is 6.67 times 10 to the power minus 11 Newton meter square per kg square. Okay, so next question is define 1 Pascal. 1 Pascal. You know, Pascal is the SI meter pressure. Pressure is force per unit area, means 1 Newton by 1 meter square. First you have to remember 1 Pascal equals to 1 Newton by 1 meter square or square meter. So 1 Pascal is defined as the pressure exerted by unit force on unit area. Very simple. What is the definition? 1 Pascal is defined as the pressure exerted by unit force on unit area. While writing answer, if you write 1 Pascal equals to 1 Newton by 1 m square, that is more effective one. Okay. So there is one saying: great people do not do different things. Great people, they do not do different things. Then what do? They do the things in different way. So when the thing is done different way, then they become good. So you have to make your answer in such a way that people will think that you are great. So you will get more marks. Okay? Ready? Now let's discuss next question. Next question is define Torricellian vacuum. Torricellian vacuum. From where you have got this Torricellian vacuum? Definitely, it is from mercury barometer. At the top of the glass tube of mercury barometer, there is one vacuum. That vacuum is called Torricellian vacuum. The vacuum present in the upper part of the glass tube present in mercury barometer. The vacuum present in the upper part of the glass tube present in mercury barometer is called, what is called? It is capital because Torricellian vacuum. Do you know why is it called Torricellian vacuum? Because the mercury barometer was invented by Torricelli. Torricelli, that's why to honor him it is given name Torricellian vacuum. Okay, Now, next question is, what is meant by upstroke? What is meant by upstroke? upstroke. What is it? From which heading it is taken? It is taken from water pump. Upstroke. Up. What is it? When the handle of the water pump is moved downward, then the piston rises up, which is called, what is it called? Upstroke. When the handle of the water pump is moved downward, the piston rises up. That is called upstroke. Because of upstroke, water comes out from the spout. Water comes out from the spout. Okay. So we are discussing the sample questions that can be asked in SE in question number 1A to E. Student, now we will be discussing about next thing. Write one effect of energy crisis. Effect of energy crisis. Do you know what is energy crisis? What is it? The shortage of energy sources is called energy crisis. Sometimes we have experienced this situation also. So, due to effect of energy crisis, the economic development of the country is hindered. It means the country cannot develop economically. Why? Because when there is energy crisis, at that time, energy is not sufficient to operate the industries, and due to lack of energy, the production is very low and it directly affects the economic development of the country. Next question is, define protium. Define protium. Define protium. What is protium? Do you know? Protium is H plus, or we can write here simply 1H1. The isotope of hydrogen, with atomic number 1 is called protium. The isotope of hydrogen with atomic number 1 is called protium. So, protium has only one proton, no electron. But if the isotope has one proton and one electron, then it is called deuterium. 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 So, how do you define deuterium? Let's define deuterium also. DEUTE. We can write here D. The isotope of hydrogen, with atomic weight, how much? 2. That's right. 2 is called deuterium. In case of deuterium, there is proton 1, neutron also 1. But in case of protium, there is one proton, no neutron. Okay? Students, I think you are paying attention towards my lesson, and you need to practice such many more questions. Okay. Next question is, what is mean by E equals to mc squared? E equals to mc squared. Do you know what does it mean? E, energy released. M, amount of lost mass. C, speed of light in vacuum. So E equals to mc squared, it is Einstein's mass energy relation. E equals to mc squared means it is Einstein's mass energy relation, where E is amount of energy released, amount of energy released, M is amount of mass lost, mass of the body, and C is the velocity of light in vacuum. E equals to mc square is Einstein's mass energy relation, where E is amount of energy released, M is amount of lost mass and lost mass of the body, and C is the velocity of light in vacuum. Remember these things? Students, now we are going to discuss the questions from heat. So these are very short answer questions that are asked in SEE. Question number 1A to E. Now I'm going to write here. Define 1 calorie heat. 1 calorie heat. How do you define 1 calorie heat? Okay, the amount of heat required to raise the temperature, the amount of heat required to raise the temperature of 1 gram pure water through 1 degree centigrade. Keep in mind this one. The amount of heat required to raise the temperature of 1 gram pure water through 1 degree centigrade is called 1 calorie. Amount of heat required to raise the temperature of 1 gram pure water through 1 degree centigrade is called 1 calorie heat. But if the question says define 1 kilocalorie heat, it can be asked. Then what will be the definition? It is the amount of heat required to raise the temperature of 1 kilogram pure water. Kilogram pure water through 1 degree through 1 degree centigrade is called 1 kilocalorie heat. Kg, kilocalorie, gram, calorie. Remember. Next question is define specific heat capacity. Or sometimes it can be asked, the specific heat capacity of a substance is, S of a substance is 380 joule per kg per degree centigrade. Sometimes question can be asked like that. Specific heat capacity of a substance is 380 joule per kg per degree centigrade. What does it mean? It means that 380 joule of heat energy is required. It means that 380 joule of heat energy is required to raise the temperature of unit mass of a body. Here unit means 1 kg, unit mass means 1 kg through 1 degree centigrade. The specific heat capacity of a body is 380 joule per kg per degree centigrade means 380 joule of heat energy is required to raise the temperature of unit mass or 1 kg mass of a body to 1 degree centigrade. But if the question is said, what is specific heat capacity? How do you define? Specific heat capacity is defined as the amount of heat required to raise the temperature of unit mass of a body to 1 degree centigrade. Amount of heat required to raise the temperature of unit mass of a body through 1 degree centigrade. Okay, remember. Next one is said, define heat equation. Define heat equation. So, students, how do you define heat equation? You know, heat equation is Q equals to ms dt, isn't it? Q is equal to ms dt. So, what are the meanings of this Q, ms dt? What do they denote? Q, amount of heat lost or gained by a body. What is M? Mass of the body. What is S? Specific heat capacity of the body. What is dt? Difference in temperature. So, what is the definition? The relationship between heat gained or lost by a body to its mass, specific heat capacity. The relationship between heat gained or lost by a body to its mass, specific heat capacity, and rise or difference, you can write. Difference in temperature is called, what do you call it? Heat equation. Very simple. Answers are really simple if you know. They are difficult if you don't know. That's why yesterday also I said, now also I say, if you know, please write 1 time. Only 1 time. If you don't know, then what to do? You find out and write 3 times. Okay? The relationship between heat gained or lost by a body to its mass, specific heat capacity, and difference in temperature is called heat equation. Q equals to ms dt. Next one is, now we are going to discuss from next topic. Write mathematical relationship between focal length and power of lens. Okay. Write mathematical relationship between focal length and power of lens. So, what is the relation? Power of lens is denoted as P and focal length F. So, what is the relation? The relationship between focal length and power of lens is P equals to 1 by F. Or you can write P inversely proportional to focal length. More focal length, less power. Less focal length, more power. Okay, remember. Next question is, define 1 diopter power. How do you define 1 diopter? Define 1 diopter power. So 1 diopter power is defined as the, what is the definition? 1 diopter power is defined as the power of a lens whose focal length is 1 meter. 1 diopter power is defined as the power of a lens whose focal length is 1 meter. Okay? So, 1 diopter equals to 1 by 1 meter. Power, focal length. Remember. Next question is, um, what is meant by magnification? Or the magnification of, or the magnification is 2. What does it mean? Suppose magnification m equals to 2. What does it mean? For that, we should know the formula of magnification. M equals to I by O or V by U, right? What is I? Height of image. What is O? Height of object. V, image distance. U, object distance. So M equals to 2 means magnification is 2 means magnification is 2 means the height of image is 2 times bigger or larger than that of the object. Magnification is 2 means the height of image is 2 times bigger or larger than that of the object. Very simple. Alright? So M equals to 2 we have done. Shall I rub it out? You are very champion, I know. By hearing the question you can write the answer. Because I have already said you. Who are you? Alpha students. Alpha. Now next question is, why is concave lens used to correct myopia? Why is concave lens used to correct myopia? Answer. Concave lens is used to correct myopia. Do you know myopia? That defect of vision in which the person can see near objects clearly, cannot see far away objects. Like the student who is sitting in classroom uses spectacles to see the things written on the whiteboard, and he or she does not need the spectacles while reading the book. Concave lens is used to correct myopia because it diverges the parallel rays coming from distant object and help to form the image. Where? Retina. If the image is formed at retina, we can see the object clearly. If the image is not formed, then we can't. Okay? So, concave lens is used to correct myopia because it diverges the parallel rays coming from distant object, far away object, and help to form the image at retina. Then which lens is used to correct hypermetropia or long-sightedness? Yeah, convex lens. So convex lens is used to correct hypermetropia. What can I write here? Convex lens is used to correct hypermetropia because it converges. See, if we slightly change the words, we can find out. Converges the parallel rays coming from near object and help to form the image at retina. Okay? Simple answer, simple way. Now, students, sometimes question can be asked like this: define power of lens. How do you define power of lens? Power of lens, you can define like this: power of lens is defined as the reciprocal of focal length of the lens. Focal length of the lens. Or there is another definition also: power of lens is defined as the ability of a lens to converge or diverge the parallel rays of light entering in it or passing through it. Okay, students, how many definitions I have given? 2. Power of lens is defined as the reciprocal of focal length of the lens, or power of lens is defined as the ability of a lens to converge, meet in one point, diverge, scatter from one point, the parallel rays of light entering in it or passing through it. Remember the definitions and set in mind. Okay. Now there is one chapter left in physics, that is electricity and magnetism. Question is, why is filament lamp filled with inert gas? Inert gas. Like argon, especially what is used? Argon is used, or they may use helium also, or neon also. In filament lamp, why argon, helium, neon are used? Right? Because they are passive gases, they do not react with red hot filament. No reaction takes place. So, filament lamp is filled with inert gases because they are passive gases. They do not react with red hot filament. Filament lamp is filled with inert gases because they are passive gases, they do not react with red hot filament. Actually, red hot filament is very active. If you fill the filament lamp with oxygen gas, at that time red hot filament reacts with oxygen and its oxidation takes place and it damages. And the filament lamp does not work anymore. Next question is, what is motor effect? What is motor? M-O-T-O-R. Motor effect. Do you know? Last time we discussed the principle of electric motor is motor effect. Motor effect. What is the definition? Tell me. Okay. When a current carrying conductor is kept in the magnetic flux of a magnetic flux or magnetic field, you can write, of a magnet. When a current carrying conductor is kept in the magnetic field of a magnet, then the conductor vibrates or shakes. It is called, what do you call it? Motor effect. So the devices like electric motor, electric fan, hair dryer are based on motor effect. So in motor effect, electrical energy is converted to kinetic energy. Kinetic energy. Okay, students, now what to discuss? Next question is, um, define eddy current. Eddy current, E-D-D-Y, eddy current. What is eddy current? You know, you have already studied about transformer. So transformer contains core, which is made up of metallic plates. So the current that is produced in the core of the transformer is called, what do you call it? Eddy current. So there are two types of transformer, right? What are they? Step up transformer and step down transformer. Okay, my dear students, in today's class, what have we discussed? We have discussed some very short questions that can be asked in group A, means question number 1, A to E. So physics, pressure, force, energy, heat, light, electricity and magnetism. These are the topics. Please once again practice at least 5 questions from any model sets, and if you have any doubt you can write to me. I've already given my connections through telephone, through email, or you can write in this comments also. I'm always ready to help you. Okay, thank you very much. Have a nice day. See you tomorrow.